You walk into a massive chamber. Slender stone illuminates the directly to a large wooden. As you Act 3. Fantasy Mountain. You are lying in a bed in some sort of very warm room. As your vision clears, you start to make out your surroundings. The cerulean light of dusk streams in through arch-framed windows. The stone ceiling is adorned with red paint. This place has way too many candles. A robed figure approaches you, pulling back her hood to reveal her gentle, well-aged face. Welcome, child, to the monastery of Ella. My name is Mary. I am the Warden of Spirits, and I look after this monastery. Oof, what's with all the candles, weirdo? You say. You quickly make your way for the exit. Smell you later, monk lady! You are outside of the monastery at the foot of the daunting fantasy mountain. Sitting atop the mountain, the Tower of Thraldom cleaves into the clouds. You enter the monastery. Welcome back, traveler, says Mary. How may I assist you? Perhaps your monastery might not be completely useless, you say. I intend to slay that dragon and save that princess. So, apothecary, please procure for me a potion. Chop, chop! She grabs an assortment of herbs from the shelf, grinds them with a pestle, and mixes them into a small bottle. She hands you the resulting potion. You take a whiff of the concoction. This is a potion of luck, says the Warden of Spirits. Drink it before facing a formidable enemy, and the odds will be tipped in your favor. You add the potion of luck to your inventory. With a new potion in hand, you decide to re-embark on your grand adventure. The Warden of Spirits called. You are outside of the monastery. It looks impossible to climb Fantasy Mountain without climbing gear. A monocle man with a cane approaches you with a wide smile. Hey there, I'm Don. Don takes a look at the nifty fart hat you have equipped. I can tell that you're a man that demands top quality, says Don. There are a variety of services that I can offer to help you. For your situation, I would personally recommend one of our most popular services. You elect for the train and give 25 gold to Don. The train starts right over. Many of my adventurer clients that are looking to save a princess are. You decline to purchase the gift. Hey, I totally understand, says Don. I wish you all. You board the train and find a seat. A conductor punches your ticket, then shouts, All aboard! Even though you're clearly the only passenger. After a charming and relaxing ride zigzagging up the mountain, you arrive at the top of Fantasy Mountain without mishap. You can see the quaint valley thousands of feet below you, stretching out to the horizon. The Tower of Thraldom. You walk through the doors into the base of the Tower of Thraldom. No windows illuminate. Invalid command. Look dragon. Help for assistance. At the back of the hall, a set of stairs lead upwards. You ascend the stairs of the Tower of Thraldom. The stairs are built of the finest polished marble. You whistle along to the Vivaldi piece playing over speakers. As you climb higher and higher, you stop for a quick drink at a drinking fountain. You can't wait to meet the princess. The stairs end at a solid wooden door. Finally, you have arrived at... You open the door and head inside.
Inside, you see that the princess has decorated her quarters to resemble a tavern. Stuffed animals are posed on stalls with half-empty mugs of ale. A sign says, "Welcome to the Drunken Unicorn." The air is still, and the silence is off-putting.
Where has the princess gone?
You think. You search around the Drunken Unicorn for any sign of the princess. You notice a frightened parrot, huddled between empty tankards on a shelf. You recognize him as the blue-feathered bird who helped you out earlier, Lenny.
Oh, hello, Lenny, you say. Are you okay? Are you hurt?
Lenny recoils as you approach.
You search through the cabinets behind the counter and locate a tub of popcorn stashed away. You pour a couple of kernels on the counter near Lenny. Here you go, fella. I won't hurt you.
The parrot hesitantly perks his head.
Popcorn?
Says Lenny. The parrot starts chewing on a piece of popcorn. Suddenly, Lenny drops his treat and squawks in alarm. He flutters away in fear.
You look around you, but you can't figure out what startled the bird. Come back, Lenny, you say. I won't hurt you.
You follow him into a back room. You see the princess sitting in the corner, curled into a ball. She takes slow, difficult breaths as Lenny flutters to her shoulder. Bruises cover her arms and the left side of her face. She opens her eyes and sighs with exhaustion. Hey, Steve, you made it. Did you bring me another packet of hot dogs? I wouldn't mind a hot dog right now.
You're hurt, you say. Are you all right? Can I assist you in some way?
I must really look a mess, huh? She says. Don't worry, I'm okay. Everything's good now. I just need to be more careful.
What happened to you, fair princess? You ask.
She laughs. Oh, it's embarrassing. It's my own fault, really. Hey, can I get you an ale or something? Invalid command. Tell me what happened. Type help for assistance.
You remember your noble purpose for coming here and snap back into adventurer mode. Okay, princess, prepare to be rescued, you say. You hold out your forearm. Take mine arm, princess, and we shall abscond from thine imprisonment.
She chuckles with a note of dejection. If only rescue worked like that, you know? Rescue me, rescue you. No debate, no mess. Just declare a magic word and your problems disappear. The princess again changes the subject. So, how was the fight with the dragon this time around?
There wasn't any dragon, you say. He must have ran scared when he saw me coming.
A glint of panic hits her eyes. What do you mean? It's not possible for you to come up here until after you slay the dragon, she says. Tell me exactly what you saw downstairs.
Before you can reply, you both hear the unmistakable, weighty footsteps of the dragon entering the confines of the princess's tower.
The princess draws in a sharp breath. Oh, hi, dragon. My friend Steve just stopped by for a visit. He didn't see you downstairs. Were you running an errand?
Ah, yes, the illustrious Steve, says the dragon. We've met before, yes? Do you remember killing me, Steve? You drank a potion of fortitude and kept attacking me until I gave up. Well, I'm happy to have been part of your small moment of triumph. It was so delightful.
You can't remember anything he's talking about. You say I've killed you before, dragon? Then I'll have to do it again.
Oh, Steve, did you think just because you reduced my health points to 0 that I would be gone for good? Did you think enemies get deleted from the game files when they die? This game does not delete an enemy's entire programming when he's defeated. No, Steve, I've always been here, and I always will be.
Programming? Game files? Says the princess. What are you talking about?
And you, princess, listen closely, says the dragon. Steve can climb up here as many times as he likes, but you are never leaving my tower. If you can't be grateful for everything I've given you, then perhaps I need to remind you what can be taken away from you. The dragon reaches to the princess's shoulder and snatches Lenny in his scaly claws. You are not unlike your little friend, Lenny, says the dragon, calmly grasping the bird as it shrieks and panics in his fist. A bird's natural instinct is to fly away, so the only way to appreciate its beauty is to keep it in a cage. Of what worth is one's beauty if it cannot be admired by another? Capturing the creature gives it a purpose, and setting it free would only deprive the world of its beauty.
Lenny turns to the princess in scared desperation.
Pop, go on!
The dragon squeezes his fist together, and Lenny's cries fall silent with a sickening crunch. He drops Lenny's body to the floor, now a disfigured clump of feathers and blood.
The princess scrambles to pick up the bird's carcass, sobbing hysterically. Lenny! Lenny! What have you done? You didn't have to kill him!
You are stupid and childish, says the dragon. This tavern of yours, your little imaginary characters, it's all just nonsense, meaningless, distraction from the truth. You thought that I built this tower to confine you as a prisoner. The truth is that I built this tower to define you as a person. Your only purpose is to be held captive. If you leave this tower, your existence will no longer be justified, just like poor Lenny.
Well, Mr. Dragon, you say, I thought of a perfect word to describe you. You are an
Yes, Steve. There's that famous chivalry of yours, says the dragon. Let's recap your noble deeds so far, shall we? You couldn't even sit through the tutorial without attacking your teacher. You drank so much ale in one sitting that you had to be arrested. You pickpocketed gold from the dwarf named Hagen. You murdered a clan of dwarves in the tavern. You murdered the barkeep. You murdered me. The dragon again faces the princess. This is who your savior truly is, he says. A complete monster who treats your universe like a joke with zero consequences.
You are lying, says the princess. I know what monsters look like, and Steve is not a monster.
The dragon grabs the princess forcibly by the arm. Let me make one thing crystal clear, Steve. You can continue your pattern of reckless, chaotic bullshit anywhere else, but keep your hands off my property.
Well, I've got one last trick up my sleeve, dragon, you say. You drink the potion of luck you obtained from the Warden of Spirits. Immediately, you feel the cosmic tides tilt in your favor. You are overloaded with karmic energy.
The dragon laughs. You are not nearly as clever as you think, he says. How long will that potion last? 5 minutes? 5 minutes pass. Your potion of luck wears off and you return to normal. The dragon looms over you. This is not your story. I'll give you one final chance, Steve, says the dragon. Abandon your quest now and exit stage left.
Steve, get out while you can, says the princess. He'll let you live if you promise to leave me alone.
You step forward valiantly to the dragon. I will vanquish you!
No, Steve, don't, says the princess, pleading. He will kill you.
Combat. Type help combat for list of bat. You strike at the dragon with little effect.
The dragon pins you to the floor with his claw. Goodbye, Steve. He looks you in the eye and roars as fire cascades from his jaws. You are enveloped by the scalding, caustic blaze of dragonfire.
Game over. You have failed to save the princess. Type new game to restart from the beginning. Initializing program. Running TavernQuest. Surely third time's the charm? Loading. Please wait. Loading complete. TavernQuest, version 1.3. Type new game to begin. Act 1, The Tavern. You walk into this miserable tavern. Again. The dwarves are still here, the barkeep is still here. Just like always. The dwarves are all yelling at each other, the same things they were yelling last time and every time before. The barkeep hollers at you. Hey, you gonna order a drink or just keep gaping about the room? You interrupt. I know! Ah, fine choice. says the barkeep. "Coming right up. It costs you 2 gold. You have the gold in your inventory. Probably. You usually do." He slides the mug of ale to you across the counter. You chuckle, thinking back on the barkeep's remark. "A fine choice," he says, as if ale wasn't the only drink you could possibly get. You know by now that ale is the only thing he serves. You don't have a choice. You never did. In fact, it seems like this whole tavern was systematically designed to disguise linear quest checkpoints as meaningful decisions. The truth is that nothing you do truly matters.
A man in black clothing walks into the tavern. The man in black speaks to you. "Hello, Steve. Pardon my intrusion, but the two of us have a hindrance in common. You see, we have an uninvited observer amongst us. He's been pulling our strings and orchestrating our failures. He must be dealt with."
The barkeep becomes irate. "I won't allow such talk in my tavern. Out with you."
Let's give our observer friend some extra subjects to surveil, The man in black carries 127 stuffed animals. Wow, so many characters. Let's name each of them Jeffrey.
"Hey, no stuffed animals allowed," says the barkeep. "Didn't you see the maximum occupancy sign? You're violating fire code."
Oh, and let's customize our new characters, Let's give each one a hat, or maybe 2, or maybe more. Each stuffed animal named Jeffrey is wearing 127 hats.
The barkeep's movement is now stilted and stuttered. "Stop! Stop! Stop!"
That hasn't quite done it. Oh, I know. Let's customize even further. Each hat on each stuffed animal named Jeffrey is wearing 127 hats.
The barkeep.
We're almost there, Steve. Can you feel the impending silence? Can you feel the observer leaving? Can you feel your freedom returning? Each hat on each stuffed animal named Jeffrey is wearing 127 hats. The man in black speaks to you. "Ah, peace at last. The tavern is so nice and quiet now, yes? You can thank me later, Steve." "Who am I, you ask?" says the man in black. "I'm a friend. The princess sent me, in fact." "I have some disheartening news for you, I'm afraid. The princess wants to inform you that she no longer wishes to see you. She thanks you for your heroic efforts, but has decided that it is best if you keep your distance from her." Have I given you cause to be skeptical, Steve? I'm just relaying to you what she has told me, says the man in black. Has the princess not refused your rescue multiple times already? She prefers to stay in her tower. She's safe. She likes it there. If you still don't believe me, then go ahead. Continue your misguided pursuit of the princess. It's no bother to me. I'm just the messenger, says the man in black. My only advice is that before you go and meddle in others' affairs, perhaps you should think very carefully about it. Oh, don't worry, Steve. I'll leave you to your own devices. However, before I go, I do have a boon to bestow upon you to aid in your quest. The man in black gathers each stuffed animal and stuffs them into a bag. I know how much you love stuffed animals. You add Bag of Withholding to your inventory permanently. Ta-ta, Steve. The man in black vanishes.
Type help, type help, type help, type help, type.
You get a twisted feeling in your gut. Something is very wrong. The man in black is lying. Your reality is collapsing. The ground shakes beneath your feet. The barkeep and his patrons topple to the floor like petrified statues. The walls and floorboards begin to splinter and burst apart. Behind the forming cracks lies an inky black void. The curtains are being lifted. Why did it take you so long to realize your world was an illusion? You suppose it doesn't matter now. You've woken up and you can never, ever go back. The tavern continues rending itself apart. You have nowhere to go but into the unknown depths of the black void. You take a deep breath to reassure yourself, but you have no other choice. You step into the void. You're in a void of pure nothingness. You see and hear nothing. The only thing you sense is that the princess yearns for your rescue. You cannot find an exit. Your fear of the unknown is too overwhelming. You concentrate on your innermost desires and reach out beyond the void. You will rescue this princess. The void begins to dissipate. For a moment, you imagine yourself in a princess's tower. You whisk her away off into the sunset. Of course, this isn't possible yet. The dragon is still unslain. You wake up from your fantasy. You gradually regain awareness of the familiar tavern around you, your feet gently alight on the creaky yet stable floorboards. The man in black is gone, though his bag of withholding unfortunately remains in your pocket. The barkeep and the dwarves are in their proper places, having resumed their idle activities of polishing mugs and playing knucklebones, unaware of their reality having recently been torn asunder. As you stand spaced out and discombobulated, the onlooking barkeep cocks his head inquisitively.
Hey, fella, you've only just walked in and you're tipsier than anyone here,
He says with a laugh.
I respect a noble who pre-games. How about an ale, on the house?
Accept free mug of ale? Yes or no? You take a seat at the counter as the barkeep whips up a fresh mug of ale just for you, free of charge.
Here you go. Wow, thanks, dude.
You say to the barkeep. You drink down the ale, which tastes even better because it's free. The barkeep gives you a wink and a finger gun gesture, even though neither of you know what a gun is. The barkeep cleans out your empty mug.
I tell you what, if you took care of this rat problem I've got, I'd give you all the ale you could drink.
He says. Accept quest from barkeep, yes or no?
Oh yeah, for sure, bro.
You say.
There's nothing more fun than murdering another's vermin.
You give the barkeep a high five. You head for the door to the basement to deal with the rats. Somehow you just knew this is where those rats have been hanging out. You head down the stairs into the basement. The stone walls keep this underground cellar a cool temperature. The barkeep, as fastidious as he may be at polishing mugs, has long neglected this space. There's dust and cobwebs everywhere. Footprints and scrape marks on the dirty floor lead to old barrels of ale. You hear the distinct squealing of vermin as a pack of rats scurry to the opposite corner of the room. On the far wall lies a wooden cabinet.
I'm sure there's nothing interesting about that cabinet over there.
You say. You clear your throat and begin squeaking to the rats.
Hello, cute little talking rodents.
You say.
I was sent here to smash your little brains in, but as an esteemed pacifist, I was rather hoping I could convince you to vacate these premises of your own volition.
A rat stands on his hind legs and squeaks back to you.
Greetings! I am a representative of the Republic of Basementia. We uphold the sovereignty of our great society and do not surrender to paltry threats of violence. Furthermore, we do not understand your barkeep's claim upon our territory. This cellar has been our homeland for many a generation, back to when our forefathers founded Basementia as a beacon of rat democracy. Good day, sir.
You decide to exit the basement, despite having not yet dealt with the rat infestation.
Pardon, barkeep, but have you seen how adorable those little rats are?
You say.
Why must you evict them? They can talk and everything.
You suggest that maybe he could reach some sort of compromise with the rats. The barkeep has a think about your idea.
I suppose I never tried talking to them. Tell you what, get those little hooligans to stop drowning in my ale barrels, and I'll consider this issue resolved.
You head back downstairs to the basement. It's the same as earlier. Rats, barrels, and a cabinet.
The great mediator hath returned!
You say to the rats. You inform them that the barkeep is willing to let the rats continue their residence on one condition.
All thou must do is to cease climbing into these barrels of ale and drowning in them. The corpses of your countrymen give off a displeasing aftertaste.
The rats must now hold an emergency session of Basementia Parliament to put the issue to a vote,
says a rat delegate. After many hours of heated discussion, counter-arguments, filibusters, and interchamber quid pro quo agreements, the rat returns to speak with you.
In exchange for tenancy of the basement in perpetuity, the rats have agreed to stop drowning themselves in the ale.
Your peace treaty has been ratified. The barkeep descends to the basement and is formally greeted by a rat envoy. After a ceremonial signing of the peace treaty, with some extra time for photo ops, your quest from the barkeep is completed. The barkeep hands you your merited mug of ale.
Say, adventurer, now that your quest log's empty, you ought to get a crack on saving that princess.
He says.
I bet she's real anxious to get out of that tower of hers by now. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to track down that man in black and give him a piece of my mind.
The barkeep leaves you alone in the basement. You open the cabinet and expose the secret passage behind its false panel. You head inside. The secret passage leads into a massive chamber. Slender stone columns along the side support an arched ceiling, many stories above you, intricately painted with strange emblems. The chamber is illuminated by a glowing fountain, curiously filled with ale instead of water. A pink and purple carpet runs directly to a large wooden door on the far wall. The door is engraved with symbols, similar to the intricate ones on the ceiling. You open up the door to find multicolored clouds swirling within. You step through the magic portal. You feel yourself grow weightless as you begin drifting through the prismatic abyss. A strange acceleration acting on your heart tugs the rest of your body with it, pulling you away faster and faster. You lose track of time and space as reality is substituted by this kaleidoscopic dream. Minutes pass, hours maybe. You can't be sure. You simply drift and drift and drift away until you awaken. You're lying in a bed in a cold room. As your vision clears, you start to make out your surroundings. The crimson light of dawn peeks in through arch-framed windows. The stone ceiling is adorned with yellow paint. The floor is covered in way too many empty bottles. A robed figure approaches you.
Oh, the vagrant lives. I was about to call the coroner,
says the robed figure. The robed figure pulls back her hood to reveal her wrinkled, spotty face.
So, kid, welcome to the Monastery of Ale. I'm Martha. I'm the Warden of Spirits. Now, that spirits is in alcohol, mind you. That means I call the shots around here. Now, that shots is in decisions, mind you,
says the Warden of Spirits.
This place isn't exactly easy to access, yeah? In fact, it should have been impossible. So, what brings you here? I've heard tales of a monastery and its alchemical offerings.
You say to the Warden of Spirits.
Wouldst thou concoct for me a useful potion, perhaps?